Alright, video blog check everybody, Azrael here, and we are here sa Asia Customers Experience Awards 2024. Parang this is their second day na to. Itong second day sa the awarding. I think the mga companies who are qualified for the Asia Customer Experience Awards. So we are here sa Crown Plaza Hotel at this is the gala event, and mamaya may mga keynote speakers from different companies, mga big companies like Gotyme, dito, and also Biscuit, no? So let's watch this video and manood kayo, napakaganda ng mga keynote speech nila. Alright, so watch this and balikan ko kayo mamaya. Alright,
again tonight. Now let me tell you about the theme for this event. Our theme this year is pioneering excellence in customer experience and innovation. In today's fast-paced and ever-evolving business landscape, delivering outstanding customer experiences is more important than ever, if not the most important in some organizations. ACX is designed to recognize and honor companies that have demonstrated an exceptional commitment to enhancing customer satisfaction through innovation and service excellence. Welcome to the one and only Mr. Donald Patrick Lim. Hello, Donald. Hi. It is so nice to see you again.
Hello.
Looking so fresh.
We still have a long way to go, but I think we're taking a lot of baby steps. And that is why, for me, customer experience is always something that I'm very passionate with. No? So I'm with the Udena Group, so we own Contis Wendy's, our Global City, Starlight, Ferries, Phoenix, no? And of course, I'm also head of D2C. It's the publicly listed company that operates the telco, among others. So. And in reality, when we started our journey, it was very timely because it was the pandemic. So you have no customers. Right? It was also very timely and critical that because when we started our journey in 2020, it was really pandemic, from no customers to really fighting it out, right? And delivering a service that is so simple. It's just internet, text, and call, but it's really internet. But you don't have enough towers. You still don't have signal, right? So it's always a balance of how do you put all your money in building and to cover in 5 years 85% of the country, 7,000 islands. We have to cover or we have to pay a big fine, right? At the same time, trying to establish any customer that we win in, right, to stay with us. The product, services, and the information that they need. And because of that, businesses, most of us in marketing, we are using various marketing and digital disciplines to understand our needs. That's why for the first time in 5 years, right, for the first time, there's a UX person. Before you don't think, what's a UX person, right? User experience, service design, right? User-centeredness, design thinking. Those 10 years ago, those are never terms that anyone has used. But now we are allocating people and teams to be in charge of user experience, customer experience. Having said that also, the reason why we have to be like that is that because they are very highly opinionated and they want everything now. Consumers are now in control of where, when, where, how they want to interact with the brand and product. And that is why you know for a fact that you have a very lower margin of error today versus 10, 15 years ago when social media is not yet there. Experience behind it, and always remember, it's always repeat. We always tell any brand that I consult with, I always say, the battle is on repeat purchase. Marketing's role, right, is always not only to attract the customers, but to maintain and get them to buy. No company exists, no company can exist if they will your customers buy only once. Right? You have to get them coming back, and you have to have them talking about you. And therefore, the question I ask is that if you have a full understanding of the 4 levels, no, of customer experience, you ask yourself, what kind of moments are you creating for your customers? If I were to ask you, is it magical? Is it mundane, normal lang? Or is it misery? I won't answer, you cannot answer that for yourself. Ask your customers. I'm sure you have your experience. I won't talk about any utility company or banks or whoever. Right? But if you ask them, right, what is their experience? when it comes to working with you, or trying to contact you among many others. So as I summarize again, 5 key customer experience insights. Scope of branding has evolved across different customer experience. As I've said before, relevance starts with understanding your user or your customer. A good user understanding, therefore, stronger customer journey. You have to understand how are they journeying through, right, your entire touch points, interactions with you. Always on assets are critical to a good journey. Always make sure in digital, in the physical space, complement each other very well. And once you have perfected that, a good customer experience is extremely marketable.
That's the behavior. And it has to come up, it cuts across offerings across the entire purchase journey. I think Donald talked to me about it, from awareness to engagement, to trial, to repeat purchase, to loyalty. And that's the entire journey. And that is customer experience. So it encompasses everything about your humanity, how you act, how you feel, and how you influence others throughout all the touch points that your company is offering. So that's customer experience, and that's a good definition. Now, we are in the FMCG companies. The problem with us is that unlike Telco or unlike banks, is that we're not customer facing. We have intermediaries, the stores. So the Biscuit doesn't directly talk to you, but Robinsons does. So that's one of the challenges. The second one is we've been in the industry doing a one-way-one communication. Biscuit sarap na feeling, that's one. But there's little interaction between us, the company, and you. And that's how it is. So, and guess what? And we lead them to the store. You're 30 after that awareness ad, then the second ad will say, you're now near Robinson's Galleria, go and buy. Later on, you will show the shelf exactly where it is. But even without the shelf, this is what the results say. So the red line, this is real sales data before, after the ad, during the ad.
Forms an entitled to fill up. Like if you go to a traditional branch, right, there's like 4 or 5 forms, and then you submit 1 by 1 or 2 by 2 photos, and then you wait for at least an hour, right, for your bank account to be processed. And then you wait for another 7 days for your debit card to be sent to you, or you pick it up in 7 days. So for us, our kiosk technology is superior. You can actually go to a kiosk right now here in Robinson's Galleria in the supermarket. You try and experience it yourself. Onboarding is less than 5 minutes. The actual is actually 3.5 minutes. Printing the debit card is just 2 minutes, included in the 5 minutes already, right? And our bank ambassadors will always be there to assist you. Just, like going to a branch.
Earlier, and thanks for walking us through your experience. So my question is, what emerging trends in customer experience are you most excited about and why?
I think the glaring one would be when do you use AI? I think we're going to see a real avalanche of people using robots to really interact. No? And I think the enterprise, any business would now have to balance between listening to what Gotyme is saying, that the human connection can never be replaced, versus the efficiency of robots, where I will use in one single click, call out to 100,000 people and sell them something, right? So I think that's going to be, later we have to cross that basic business inflection point, right? Because we're already seeing a lot of banks also going into, if you call them, it's really a robot who can take on all your questions in a way, right? And that's why I was thinking of the presentation of Lionel. He was going for the human touch, which I think is very Filipino. I think maybe other countries may not be. Maybe other countries say, just solve my problem, I don't care who I talk to. Right? So I think we are in that crossroads. No? And I think we have to make key decisions, especially those in the service industry.
Thank you, Donald. So it seems you're very excited about that. Bilis ng sagot eh.
That's a good research question. And the thing is, the traditional marketing says you go to your AUTs or your all of these tools that the big research agencies come up with. But now what we're using right now is digital insights. And so why we call it digital ethnography? Have you heard about that? It's a proper research tool. You look at the behaviors and the patterns of your consumers based on their behaviors. I know that the volleyball fans are also fans of K-pop. So therefore, that will all help inform the strategy of how do I now use K-pop to start converting these fans. Say, a collaboration with the K-pops will make it interesting. So those are some of the examples of how do you now informing your sales with your sales as your lead measure and your digital tools as an insighting tool to get all those cohort analysis to inform certain strategies that are actionable that you can go back to your sales. So my answer is sales.
Thank you. Transaction, sales.
No, I'm a quant guy, but I really like the qualitative part. My training in marketing has always been that kind of a discriminator. ABS-CBN, Vivian, why talaga yan, no? If you look at most of the guys who answer the question why, that is always the one who would win the marketplace. No? I've learned research since my first job. You know, my first job was kwento lang ha. My first job was with Burger King, 1998. When Burger King launched, so many people lined up. Why? Because refillable drinks.
Oo nga, no?
Here, Galleria, and
Oo, nabutan ko pa yun.
So my boss would always tell me, you communicate one thing. Burger King is #1 in the world. Flame-grilled burgers.
Yes.
And refillable drinks. That
Yes.
right? You will not lose. Right? Flame-grilled burgers, refillable drinks. That's the only thing you say. Right? Because it's healthy and refillable drinks. What happened? It's true. After 6 months and everything, people line up. What happened after a year? We have one store. And then you get Jollibee and McDonald's side by side, open stores, sales drop. So the US counterpart said, okay, what do we do now? So without data, we said, oh no, we have to launch fried chicken. The Burger King, that's fried chicken. So anyway, Philippines is a chicken country. We have to launch fried chicken. Okay, we launch fried chicken. What happened? Nothing happened. So why? Because we were all assuming. That's why I always tell people, who is telling this? I know if you're good, fine. But you tell, I don't care. Show me the data. Right? And that's why what we did was we went through a real research. Every week we would interview 50 people. Those who are coming to the store, those who are not coming to the store. But the very basic question we asked, why do you go to fast food? Right? And we found out
Because it's
we had a
fast.
ranking after 6 months. A ranking, why do people go to fast food? Rank #1 to rank #100. Okay? 100 being the least important, rank #1 being the most important. Flame grilled burgers, the ranking is rank number 80. So it means we keep on telling people flame grilled burgers, no one cares. Then when we look at refillable drinks, that's why we put it in. Because refillable drinks is rank 50 plus. No one cares. What do you think is #1? Why do people go to fast food?
It's fast.
Fast is rank number 40 plus. Right? Cheap, convenient,
Affordable.
right? All of us assume, right? Because logic.
Cute mascot.
But like what I said, answer the why and look at the numbers that we do not see. You know what is #1? Meals with toys.
Oh.
In the top 10, 7 out of the 10 is all about toys.
Toys.
Kids, Happy Meal, birthday, playground.
Oh.
What does that mean? You, as a marketing person, for every brand and every product, you have to find your meals with toys. Because it would be a laughing matter. You keep on pushing. Flame-grilled burgers is #1 in the world. And why is it not selling in the Philippines? And that is the role of every
Walang
marketing
toys.
person and a businessman. To understand and find your meals with toys and properly give it to them. And that is also what we communicate. And that's why as any business, keep on asking the why until you find it, you find the answer.
Yun.
Okay. with us. Juan Paulo Gonzalez. Thank you. Thanks once again for all of our speakers, our distinguished guests, awarding sessions.
Dinner na! Salad muna tayo.
Enjoy the company of everyone inside this very
Halo, halo.
and to serenade us all together.
Right? So what does the customer satisfaction looks like? It's simple, right? We talk so much about having a simple idea tree or getting to the human as soon as possible. Why? Because everybody is looking for the answers for their problems or the questions. That's it. They are not looking for anything else, right? So how we are going to solve this problem is to start from scratch. The entire customer experience and customer support platform needs to be rethink, reimagined, and start from scratch because the old system doesn't work right now because of so much of digitalization. Everybody has access to connect with the companies, and they are not getting solved by the old school or traditional methodologies. So like a role play model where it works like an employee.
All right, let's
It
eat.
does tasks, it
Wow.
performs operations, and it behaves
Uy,
like
kasama
a
tinapay.
team
Kaya?
member. So there was a event
kasama
years back where Ramesh,
Oo nga, no?
co-founder of
So they're doing a call center demo using AI. Yung
Okay, that's enough. I thank you very much. And,
galing, galing.
I have no-
Call center ay using AI. Oh, nawala. Galing.
Okay, so people think about AI, say only the banks can pay for it, only the telco companies.
This one is for restaurant using AI for reservation and orders.
Now, AI is cost effective. A restaurant can do it at a very low cost, and we're going to prove it. Right, so I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do an outbound call. I'm doing well, thanks. Why are you calling me?
Wow. Nag-offer ng promo yung restaurant using AI. Galing.
Gonna be short. I'm not gonna give you the context, but we have to know what's happening in terms of the geopolitical tensions. This talk is not about raising xenophobia or racism against the Chinese. What we are up against in the Philippines is the CCP, which is Communist Party, who's doing all of these altercations, and their warfare involves information, cyber, and United Front works, and it's all there.
May we have the representatives on stage, please.
to everyone involved. This award is a testament to our company's commitment to provide relevant and differentiated customer experience. This award is a meaningful recognition to all the hard-working teams in Dito who made this happen. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Menko. Adventus PH. And the award goes to Gotyme Bank. This award is given to the company that consistently delivers outstanding customer experiences across
Who are relentless in building the best customer experience, not just for banking, but to become an inspiration for Filipino companies and enterprise. And second, of course, for the 4.75 million customers who started trusting us, and for the millions more who will start using Gotyme, this is all for you. Thank you.
LTD and PLDT Enterprise.
Hello. On behalf of the PLDT Group, we wish to thank the organizers for this award. I think this will only inspire us to deliver service excellence across all the business solutions, the B2B business solutions that the PLDT Group has, from connectivity, from our data centers, and our multi-cloud and AI cybersecurity solutions. To all the winners, congratulations. Maraming salamat po.
Gotyme back! And we have a representative on stage, please. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let us all give a big hand to the customer service team of the year, Gotyme Bank. A round of applause.
Customer experience to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much.